Hey Josh, this is Ryan from Righteous Vendetta.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for taking the time to do this interview.
No, my pleasure, man.
Well, awesome. Well, of course, we're here to talk about the brand new album from Righteous Vendetta, which comes out on Friday. And I've been really digesting the album, and I gotta say, it's an amazing album.
Dude, thank you so much, man. When did you get it?
I just got it back on Monday, but I've been listening to it ever since.
Oh, okay, sweet. So you've had a couple listens through.
Oh, yeah. At least a few a day.
Awesome, man.
Oh, yeah. So what went into the process of writing Cursed?
Man, it was a really long process, and it took I think it was 2 years to get what you hear now on the album. We wrote an entire album at the beginning of 2016 that actually went all the way through mastering. It was finished in mastering, and the label rejected it after it got mastered. So we had to start over on a whole new record, which is now what Cursed is. And so over the course of 2016, we were back and forth from Los Angeles and writing every day. And in the end, we had 70 songs, and the 13 you hear are what made it.
So with that, how did the original album sound? I mean, how much of a difference is it from Cursed?
The album that got rejected?
Yeah.
It's too much different. The production's a lot, not as near as good. In my opinion, some of the songs that were on that record are just as good, if not better, than some of the songs on Cursed. But it's still heavy. It's very similar in a writing sense, just the production was a little less because it's a different producer. The album we wrote, maybe someday we'll let the world hear it, if the label lets us.
Yeah, I'd be very interested in that, but also when it comes to Cursed, I mean, that's got to inspire you to try to be even bigger and better when you have that kind of pressure on you.
It definitely made us deliver and made us work harder, which is cool. And the cool thing is all the songs that got left over we're actually using for other artists. We're writing for other artists, so they're able to use the songs. So it wasn't a complete waste, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I mean, even if the songs never get to full fruition or, like in this case, they're getting used with other bands, which is an amazing idea to be able to pull off, it still inspires the creativity in songwriting the more that you write.
Oh, absolutely, for sure. We're always writing. So, I mean, literally every day. To us, it's just fun. It's like we love it, so.
Oh, that's awesome. And, so with all this in mind, with the rejection of the previous album and now working on Cursed, did you feel like there was anything that really could be used better in the next album as far as, like, the songwriting or production or anything like that? I mean, like, anything that inspired you from that?
Yeah, I got to do, like, more screaming than I did on the previous album, and that's where I started. I originally was just screaming vocalist before I learned how to sing, and so when I had the ability to go in and do some more screaming, it opened up kind of another window of, like, anger and realness that I could do that I felt like I couldn't on the album that didn't get released.
So, with focusing so much more on screaming in the past, how long did it take you to really start to feel comfortable with doing cleans?
To actually feel good about it every day, it took me about 3 years. Because I literally just started. One day we were like, let's write a song with singing, like a whole song of singing, and I didn't know how to sing at all. And so it took 3 years of performing live and basically teaching myself how to sing until I felt comfortable with it.
Oh, that's great to hear because it's like when listening to the final product with Cursed, I mean, I love the style that you're doing between both the screams and the cleans. I mean, it sounds like you've been doing it for your whole life, doing those cleans, and it's great to hear that's only been 3 years. That's amazing.
Oh, dude, thank you so much, man. Yeah, I've had so many vocal coaches tell me, they're like, you're not singing right, you're not doing this right. And to me, man, it's like, I just figured out what I do, and I know what I do. And if a teacher tells me it's not right, then it's more their problem than mine because it's working out okay for me.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's like every single body is different, so different techniques work for different people. And if it's working for you, I mean, it's obviously working for you. You can hear it on the album, and that's the direction you got to go in.
Oh, totally, man. So I don't listen to the critics. I'm just like, hey, man, I just do what I do. Sorry.
Yeah, that's a great way to look at it. I mean, you got to be happy with the music you're doing. You got to be happy with what you're playing, and you got to be happy with the way things are going.
Totally. I totally agree.
With that, how's the reception been so far for this tour?
It's been great. I mean, we've been playing 5 of the new tracks, and they've been going over really well. And so it's been awesome, man.
Has that been a fear at all? I mean, considering that the album comes out on Friday, has it been a fear at all playing all those brand new tracks on your set?
It definitely was at first, you know. When we first started the tour, we were playing 5 brand new. Actually, when we first started the tour, we were playing 7 brand new songs. So that took a little bit of adjusting, but we rehearsed as much as we possibly could. So we were pretty well prepared for it.
Yeah, that's good to hear. I mean, it definitely makes the fans have something to look forward to when they hear those brand new songs off an upcoming album. I mean, when those songs are played awesome live, it makes people want to go out and get the album.
No, for sure, yeah, and that's what we strive for. You know, we try to sound better live than we do on the CD, which not saying we do that, but that's what we try to do. So.
Oh, very cool. So, now with the tour wrapping up in just a little bit, what are the rest of the plans for the rest of the year for you guys?
Just touring as much as we can. Obviously, the album's dropping on Friday, so once the album's dropped, we're just going to be pushing it, man. Just touring as much as we can. Just trying to get as many of those things in people's hands as we can, however that looks. So a lot of touring.
Not having the chance to hear the new songs live yet, I imagine that with how much time and effort was put into the album and how much you've been touring behind the new songs live, by the time that I get the chance to see you guys, I imagine those songs are going to sound amazing live.
I hope so, man. That's the plan. You're in Wisconsin, right?
Actually, I'm in Minnesota, but I do have a Wisconsin number.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Because we have a couple Wisconsin shows in the next couple days. So.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Back when I was living in Wisconsin, you weren't too far away, but now that I live in Minnesota, it's a little bit too far to drive, especially in the winter time. But I can only imagine with you guys, like going through the touring and all the snow conditions that are going on right now.
Yeah, it's been not great.
But it's definitely worth it though when the fans show up to the show and they love what you guys do.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no amount of snow is going to keep us from playing a show.
With playing the new songs, I mean, how long did it take until they start feeling comfortable in the set?
We're like 25 shows in right now, and they're just now starting to like feel comfortable. So it usually takes like 25 shows to be where it's like secondhand nature, you know, where you don't even think about it.
And with that, I mean, going back to the older material, I mean, did you feel like that you had to make like a cohesive set to make all the songs make sense together, or do you guys just like focus on the songs that you like playing most, or how do you go about it?
You know, being how long the process was for this album to be made, there was sort of a recurring theme of like, not negativity, but just we were bummed out a lot because of how hard this album was to make, and I feel like this album is a reflection of that in tone and sound and pretty much everything revolving it. So we don't really write to make one big cohesive album as far as like this song's meant to go into this song, but rather like just the overall vibe of everything together, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, that totally makes sense. And it's actually a really cool way to look at it too. I mean, when you just focus on the songs that you want to make, and hopefully it's in a great track listing and everything else that goes along with it. I mean, you guys are definitely doing it right with KROCKS.
Oh, thank you, man. We really appreciate that. We just want to put out music and not manufactured, and just like truly what we would write and how we feel. That's what we think out literally that.
Thank you for taking the time to do this. I mean, being somewhat brand new to the band and just getting the album just a couple days ago with KROCKS, I can definitely say that you guys are on the right track and you're definitely making some awesome music. And I'm excited to see where you guys go in the future and when you're wrapping up this tour and everything that goes forward in the future.
Man, I appreciate that very much. Thanks for the time.
Oh, not a problem. And before we're done, is there anything else that you'd like to mention that I haven't brought up yet?
Encourage people to go. You can get the album on iTunes, Amazon, Google, or you can order physical copies from our website or merchnow.com. So if it interests you, you can also pick up the album in any FYE store in the country.